The battlefield is evolving, and so is America's war doctrine. Drones are no longer support tools, they're frontline weapons. The Pentagon just flipped the script, arming commanders, not just policy memos. This is the dawn of drone dominance, and the joystick era has begun. The US Department of Defense is launching one of its most significant policy overhauls in years, a sweeping initiative to reimagine drone warfare. US Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth unveiled the new directive titled Unleashing US Military Drone Dominance, a plan focused on scaling small drone production and deployment across all branches of the armed forces. The announcement follows a June executive order by President Donald Trump aimed at eliminating bureaucratic delays and prioritising domestic manufacturing. Speaking in a video posted to his X account, Hegseth said the Pentagon must match its capabilities to the pace of modern threats. The memo authorises commanders at the 06 level, colonels and Navy captains, to independently procure, test and train with small drones, including commercial models and 3D-printed prototypes. Crucially, drones under 55 pounds, classified as Group 1 and 2, will now be treated as consumables, much like grenades or small arms ammunition.
You know what? We know why we were put here. We were brought here to rebuild the military, match capabilities to the threats of today. So while our adversaries have produced millions of cheap drones, before us, we were mired in bureaucratic red tape. Not anymore. In June, President Trump issued an executive order unleashing American drone dominance to bolster our drone industry and arm our warfighters, because that's what we're all about. So today, I'm rescinding restrictive policies that stifle production, and this will unleash American manufacturing and the ingenuity of our warfighters by doing three key things. First, we're going to bolster the U.S. drone manufacturing base by producing thousands of American-made products, prioritizing Buy American. We'll arm combat units with a variety of low-cost, American-crafted drones, leveraging our world-leading engineers and AI experts. And third, we're going to train as we expect to fight. Senior officers, well, I'll grab this because it's the memo. Senior officers must overcome bureaucratic risk aversion in budgeting, weaponeering, and training. So here's the memo we're signing today, delivered via drones, here on the front lawn of the Pentagon, with some of our great warfighters flying them. This is the future. We're in the fight. We're in the fight to win it. I'm never going to back down.
This reclassification removes drones from the military's long-cycle logistics system and is intended to allow faster fielding, replacement, and experimentation. The change also allows for greater autonomy at the unit level, with fewer approvals needed from Washington. It's a response to a rapidly shifting battlefield, shaped by conflicts in Ukraine and the Middle East, where small drones have emerged as cost-effective tools for intelligence, targeting, and even direct strikes. For the Pentagon, the message is clear. Small drones are no longer niche tools. They're frontline essentials. In line with the new strategy, Hegseth's directive emphasises the need to move faster, from acquisition to battlefield deployment. The Pentagon will now bypass legacy procurement models that slowed innovation. Instead, frontline commanders can field new systems without waiting months for centralised approval. This includes non-lethal autonomous drones for testing in controlled environments. The department will also streamline the process of arming drones. Weapons boards must now respond to drone arming requests within 30 days, and battery certifications are to be cleared within a week. Hegseth called these shifts necessary to overcome what he described as an institutional risk aversion that no longer fits the pace of modern warfare. To support training, the Pentagon has mandated the creation of 3 national drone ranges within 90 days. These facilities will accommodate live fire, swarm testing, and combined arms exercises, all in partnership with the FAA to expand airspace and frequency access. A new AI-powered Blue List will catalogue approved drone components, manufacturers, and system performance. The platform, expected to go live under Defence Contract Management Agency oversight by 2026, is intended to reduce duplication, identify gaps, and integrate rapidly evolving commercial technology. Hegseth cited lessons from Ukraine, where drones have accounted for a majority of battlefield casualties this year, as evidence that the US must now prioritise drone capabilities with the same urgency as traditional weapon systems. The Pentagon's ambition is not just to catch up, but to set the pace. The final pillar of the policy is operational integration. By 2027, all major US combat training will be required to incorporate drones, from live-fire exercises to simulated drone-on-drone engagements. Every branch must stand up dedicated drone experimentation units by September 2025, designed to test, scale, and field new capabilities with speed. These drone-focused formations will be prioritised for deployment to the Indo-Pacific theatre, an area of growing strategic concern amid China's rapid military modernisation. The Pentagon is also requiring a 60-day internal review to identify weapon systems or programs that could be replaced by more cost-effective drone alternatives. The directive explicitly encourages US-built platforms, aligning with Trump's executive order to boost domestic drone manufacturing. To that end, the Pentagon plans to leverage advance purchase commitments, direct loans, and other industrial incentives to support US suppliers. Priority will go to vendors producing low-cost, rapidly replaceable platforms, the kind seen in Ukraine and Gaza, where drone warfare has become a defining feature of modern conflict. While skepticism remains over whether these changes can be implemented at scale, Hegseth's order marks a significant shift in mindset. Rather than treating drones as exotic additions to legacy forces, the US military now appears poised to embed them deeply into everyday operations. For American service members and policymakers alike, the next phase of warfare may be less about the jet and more about the joystick.